Alright, y'all. My stream went down on that first one. I'm not sure what caused that to happen. I don't know where it cut off either. I'm sorry about that. I've never had that happen. As you know, I am very new to this. I'm not a daily streamer. But, looks like it's back up. And that sucks because that means this race is going to be a two-parter for videos. They're coming down to the green flag, and sorry, I'm getting all this stuff set back up here because I have to get the video set up, but here we go. They're green flag again. Not much happened in the first lap because they went green and then Pudge got spun going off into turn 4 of the first lap. Frankie's going to go out to the lead. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know this video cut off. I'm glad someone notified me of it. I was trying connection and that just screwed me. Alright, I'm going to change the name of this to the stage 2 because that's just so stupid that it got cut off. But here we go. Down East is going to lead this lap after going back green after the restart. See, that's so stupid, man, because the PS5 even said I was still live. Like, on the 5 it said I was going, and yet on YouTube it said I was not. So, again, very, very sorry that that happened. I think we're all fixed now. Now going off, the top 3 have separated a little bit, going off in turns 3 and 4. Beast needs to get linked up with Pudge, because if they don't, these top 3 are going to run away with this. Again, down East, man, he's doing pretty good. Always near the front for most of this race so far today. Now coming out of turn 2, it looks like a car got really loose. I think that was... well, whatever that was brought out a caution. Sorry, I'm still trying to get this stream back up and running normally. Alright, well, I just mentioned at the intermission that I don't cut my streams off because I want them to be one solid race video, but now all of a sudden, I guess this is going to be the first time to try splitting it up into 2 stages. Okay, everything's back up, everything's fine. I don't know what caused that. All I know is I was transferring a file from one place to another using the stupid internet, but again, my PS5 is hardwired, so like, I wouldn't think that would cause any problems, but duly noted, I will not be doing that anymore when I'm live, so. And thanks to my good friend Saray for letting me know about that stream, because again, the PS5 said I'm still live. And then YouTube said, huh, this guy stopped this stream 12 minutes ago. And I'm like, huh? Alright, anyways. All good now. Still going to have the rest of this stage. Still going to interview the race winner, whoever that's going to be. Oh, now that we're fine, dear God. Get back to just commentating and not worrying about the connections and all that. And now, coming to the form-up, Clone's going to go to the outside, Pudge is going to go up there with him, and as well as the 6 and the 48. So Clone is actually going to lead all of the RFK guys on the outside, while Swan's going to try to lead Colleague and Petty on the inside. And once again, we have no restart zones in this league. It's whenever the front 2 cars get to the start-finish line. And coming down to the green flag, Haas on the front row once again. Green flag is out. Second row gave pretty good pushes to that front row right there. Who's going to get the lead? Clone's trying to clear Swan. He wasn't quite clear. Now he is. He just bullied his way to the front of that 5 car, almost turning himself. As Pudge got a little loose there on the outside. Beast is going to settle in behind Pudge there as he's actually all over the track. Things are going to be single file for the most part. Oh, shaky back there, that 2 car, man. All of the RFK cars have been really unstable today, but that doesn't mean they can't win this race. I don't know what happened to the 16 car, but he is way off pace. And once again, man, these Haas boys are actually starting to gap themselves a little bit from Pudge and Beast as Pudge just shot up the track. They're now too wide while the Haas boys stayed drafting each other. Little bit of separation from the lead cars here. Now going off into turn 4. Again, man, Beast is getting the draft off the Haas boys, but I think that is literally going to screw Pudge out of this. Actually, no. Pudge is actually staying in the draft. All right. I didn't think that would happen. And Down East stayed in it, too. I'm actually shocked those boys stayed together. Because now they're starting to buckle up here a little bit. 16 cars going to the outside. He's just had enough of being in the back. He wants to try to go for the front. And again, even though this is a shorter race, this is the end of the race. So the winner of this takes home the checkered flag and gets all those points. And again, because display any of the driver points at the end of each race, so that's going to be a thing where I update you at the start of the next race, which I guess after this race I can update you in about 15 minutes, because that's when we're going to be starting the second race. And we're about a lap and a half away from halfway of this stage. So look back, Van Gogh's off pace again, man. Petty doesn't drive in this series much, but again, they still have a decent fielding with that 42, as once again, Pudge nearly died coming out of turn 4. Like, I keep keeping the cameras aimed at the leaders, but I think I need to aim them at these RFK guys, man. These cars are just, they're holding speed. They're barely holding lines, but they're just unstable right now. And Beast is going to try to go for a pass on Swan. I don't think that's going to go anywhere just because of the draft he has. And now, because of that, Beast is going to go to the back of this drafting line. Oh, Swan got unstable. Pudge is going to do it again right behind him. Pudge is nearly scraping the wall coming out of turn 4. He almost dove down right into his teammate. And with all of that action happening, Frank just might be able to catch up to him with the draft. On the left side on that player list, you can see Frank's gap. It is actually getting lower. I think RFK just pulled Frank up to the draft. I cannot believe they pulled that off. As Frank is actually trying to go high with Pudge, and now Pudge is going to fall out of the draft. That's not good. And while all of this is happening, Clone continues to lead this stage. One thing to point out here is that Clone does have a win sticker on his 3 car, because he won the Turtle Beach Battle, which is basically the Clash for the Oshkosh series. But yeah, Clone is the first driver this season to get a win sticker on his car. Again, man, I said at the top, the Haas boys are some of the best drivers for ovals, and they're definitely showing it here today. Down East is all over Swan's bumper. He's just not lifting. I always get just a little nervous when I see that, because again, if you just keep your foot in the gas, you never know what could happen. Huge puffs of smoke shooting off of these cars. Again, folks, 850 horsepower. Right now, they're probably going 230, maybe more. Certainly something you'd never see in real life NASCAR. Beast is holding back a little bit. He might be trying to save a little fuel back there in that 6 car. I heard tires squealing in the back. That's why I was trying to pan back to these RFK guys. Looks like they're all fine. Swan's just staying behind Clone. There's no real reason to try to pass right now. Again, that's the only, I guess, partially bad thing you could say about oval racing, especially drafting tracks like this. It's, you can stay in line, and you can try to make a move, but unless you have help, a move won't really do anything, so you kind of just have to stay in line and wait your time. So basically, you might see a single file line for majority of the race, and then all of a sudden on the last lap, things are going to pan out like a Pegasus spreading its wings. That's what the great thing about racing is. You're going to see a little bit of everything. And yeah, unfortunately, Pudge and Frank have now gotten separated, so they are just going to continuously drop off pace. Man, they are going so fast. And all 4 leaders are going to come into the pits at the same time. Frank and Pudge will not, so they're going to change their strategy up a little bit. Van Gogh's going to come out of the pits. That's going to be interesting because... Oh, see, now there's so many things that could happen. Now, if a caution comes out, Pudge and Frankie are going to... See, I don't know if that really works for them. There's many different things that could happen right now, so we got to see how this all plays out in the end. Now the leaders are going to all come out of the pits. Down East actually came out way ahead of these back 3 cars. I'll tell you one thing, Beast might be on RFK Racing officially, but he's definitely working with these Haas boys. As Pudge is literally out of gas, he is crawling back to his pit lane. Dear God. Oh, Pudge is... Okay, both of these boys are taking tires. That's interesting. Down East is already passing by for the lead. It's pretty unfortunate, but staying out during that pit cycle really didn't help them much. They're going to fall back even more now. And they're really coming out together, but now they just have to hope for a caution. And again, this is the biggest race of the year. And there's going to be, what is that? I think 7 laps to go at the line. I don't know, man. Down East, I mean, you're not going to hold this lead for 7 laps. There's no way you can do that. But I would be worried about the move that these 3 are going to make because obviously they're going to try to freight train right by that 16 car. You see the gap closing here. It's actually, you know what? They're racing full steam right now. Why don't we go in car to see what's happening? And again, the engine is pretty loud in here. I'm not sure what the audio mix is like, but I'm pretty sure it sounds like I'm talking over a grizzling bear. Going down the back, these 3 are getting draft. The 16 is not. Look at how fast they're coming up to him, man. That is the power draft. Is Clone gonna go? Oh yeah, right around him. Beast even went with him. Nobody's trying to keep the 16 in the line. Yeah, Swan and Beast almost got together there and almost wrecked each other. That was awfully close as the laps are winding down rapidly now. Clone got really loose at the front of this line. He better be careful. Here's the funniest thing about all of this. These 4 cars pitted together about, well, no, 1 lap sooner than the 2 in the 48. Now imagine if they pitted too soon, all 4 of these guys ran out of gas, and the RFK boys if they had the gas mileage. That would be an insane ending, but I don't know. The Haas boys always have good fuel mileage here, it seems like. Truly, the 16 and the 6, I'm not sure where they stand on fuel mileage. Now going down the back, just Down East and Beast, man, they're going to have to work together because neither of them are going to do anything against a 2-car team solo. So why not just make a quick little alliance here and try to push around these 2 guys? That sound is just terrifying when they go by. Down East, he's trying to go to the outside, but Beast is just off. He's just way off pace in the back of this line. Down East is going to stay to the outside because, again, they're actually going around him slowly there. And again, Swan's in position now where Swan could win this race and sweep the race. Now, to my knowledge, nobody has been able to sweep an Oshkosh race except for the 14. That might be wrong, though. But again, this is the first time in NFRL history that the 14 car is not fielding any car in the top 3 series. And trust me, everybody loves the thought and sound of that. And there are just 3 laps to go. And in this series, well, in all three of our top series, we do have green-white checkers. So if a yellow comes out before the white flag and there's not 2 laps to go, we're definitely going to go to a green-white. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but again, these top 4 are really starting to not care how much they send it. Down East goes to the outside, and Beast falls off. Anytime Down East goes to the outside to think about making a move, the 6 car just falls off. I don't know what that is. That 6 car might be fuel saving, because he's not up in that line, and I don't think he would be falling off the draft that easily unless he had that sucker in fuel saving. There are 2 laps to go as a new purple lap for Beast. I'm not sure if that was purple this time. Oh, it was actually. Wow, 39.6. Pretty decent lap there. Oh, Beast got shaky. He's still shaky. He's fine. He is fine. Oh, and that just about destroys Down East's shot of winning this race. Down East ain't gonna be able to do anything now. Again, there's still no caution. We're staying green. That was close. They will have a lapped car to navigate. Nope, 42 goes high. Lets the leaders go by. Swan's going to go to the outside. Door to door for the lead. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. Presented by Breeze Sandwich Shop. Swan to the outside. He cannot hold it as Down East is going to push Clone. He's going to try to go by for the lead. Door to door still going off into turn 2. Swan settles back in line. Down East gives Swan a shot. Now Swan's going to give Clone a shot. Swan is really unstable behind this 3 car. Clone is half a lap away. Can he hold off that charging 5 car? And what does Down East do? Getting a little jittery here with this bump and lag. Out of turn 4, coming to the start-finish line. Who's going to get here first? And Clone is going to do it in that 3 car. Clone is going to take that Earnhardt Good Wrench Camaro to victory lane. What a move by Clone. Good old Parker boy in that 3 car. Wins the Clash a week ago and now wins the Daytona opener in the Oshkosh Heritage Series. What a drive. All right, well, Stuart Haas will sweep the race. Swan wins stage 1. Clone will get his 2nd career Oshkosh Series victory in that 3 car. And again, we mentioned it at the top that 3 car is specifically designed after Earnhardt's Daytona 500 winning car. Oh, man, that is crazy. And after the Clash and the opening race, Clone will be the only driver to have a win sticker on his car. And not only that, he will have 2 of them. Oh, what a race. I thought Swan had him when he went to the outside, but he was slightly not clear, and then Down East shoved Clone right back to the lead, so that was a tremendous move. And actually, I'm going to save this replay just in case. And there you have the results right there. So Beast will get the fastest lap time of stage 2. I'm not sure if that's fastest overall. I have to go back and look at stage 1. But yeah, that was an insane race win for that 3 car. And give me 1 second, we're going to pop into league chat here because we have to interview that young lad.
And the burnout.
Oh, Cloney, my dear boy Cloney, this is Formal Guy up in the booth. Do you have me?
Thank you, Swan, for pushing.
Race buddy.
So, Clone, I must say, my stream got cut off after stage 1, and I was scrambling to get it back up, but I was freaking out watching you drive that Earnhardt 500 winning replica.
Good win.
And listen, I gotta ask you,
For Dale.
how does it feel not only driving an Earnhardt car to victory lane, but literally driving the exact car he drove to 500 victory lane to victory lane?
I mean, it feels amazing, and of course, I do want to thank Swan for pushing me to the finish line. That was a big part of why I won.
Coming off of a season where you won at Daytona last season in a very controversial finish, but How does it feel now? You won off of pure driving talent, pure speed, and now sticker on your car, and you're going to have 2 of them. How does that feel?
I mean, that's pretty cool, and that's amazing, but I made a promise to my teammate, and I'm going to hold that through to the next race.
Well, I must say, although it is unofficial right now, I do believe, well, if you're not going to be the points leader, you're going to be really close to being the points leader with that great race you have, because I know Swan winning stage 1, he's definitely going to be near the top, but again, I just want to say, as a fellow driver to another driver, just congratulations, buddy. This might not be the official 500 of the NFRL, but it certainly is close enough, and when you're driving an 850 horsepower Earnhardt car, I think that should mean a lot. And again, we're gonna take in this Polish victory lap because I don't stream any of these races, but since I'm doing it now, we're gonna show these off fully when I can. And you know what? While we watch that, let's see if I can pull up my other radio here. Swan, this is Formal Guy up in the booth. Do you have me?
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, you're coming into this season as defending series champion. It's the first time that anybody else has done that outside of the 14 car in kind of forever. But how did it feel showing early momentum as the defending series champion, winning stage 1, and then literally finishing 1-2 for the race?
I mean, it's a good feeling. I mean, it's second isn't the best, but I'm glad my teammate could get the win. Looking forward to a very long season. Hopefully I can break that curse of only winning on ovals. Hopefully tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, I just wanted to say, looked like you had a lot of speed out there with your Haas teammate, and good luck in the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Well, again, you just saw Clone win this race. A lot of cautions, and I mentioned a couple of times in both stages that I don't quite know what those RFK guys were doing, but literally at one point in stage 1, all 3 of those guys got loose by themselves without any help from anybody else. So again, I don't know what they had under the hood of those cars, but dear God, I'm glad they're all okay, and I'm glad they're all going to go to Daytona Road Course. They might be a little bit bumped up and scratched, but at least they'll still be able to race.
Put me
And
in,
as we
Coach,
watch
I'm
the
okay.
As we watch the 3-car officially burn it down, we're going to hop off air here because we're going to get ready to go live again in about 15 to 20 minutes to start the next race tonight. And again, huge congratulations to Stuart Haas, to Clone. Again, his second career Oshkosh victory. And again, thank you all so much for watching. This is the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League, and we will see you next time.